Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're filming with the Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana Mega Palette. So this is one of the pieces in Pat McGrath's 2022 holiday collection. So if you guys want to see swatches, some close-ups, and eye look, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I just love trying out new makeup, especially Pat McGrath. She's one of my favorite luxury brands. So when this collection launched, I was all over it. So like I said, if you like new makeup releases about 3 to 4 times a week, then go ahead and subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, I'm so pumped because I finally got my Celestial Nirvana Mega Palette. I actually posted a video last night with the quintets or whatever they're called for the holiday collection because these ones actually arrived a day after this one did. So everybody else got their Mega Palette like last week and mine was delayed, which is totally fine. It is what it is, but I was able to get a video up with a eye look with each of these palettes, so I'll try and remember to link that down below if you guys are interested. But this palette is going to be launching at Sephora on the 7th, which is technically tomorrow, so I'm planning on posting this video either today or tomorrow. So when you're seeing this, either the palette is available or it'll be available very, very soon. I personally think if you are not in a hurry to get this, you probably want to wait for a sale. I'm sure she'll have like a Black Friday deal or like a holiday deal. And of course the Sephora sale is coming up, so you'll be able to at least save 20% on this palette. Now I do own the other palettes from the past, and I think that this is the best way to try a lot of shadows from Pat McGrath. I have many of her palettes. I have all the Motherships and then all of these mega palettes. I don't always buy the quads and stuff because I don't always feel like they're the best value or the color story is not appealing to me. But when we saw the inside of this palette, I think all the Pat McGrath fans that are color lovers are like, finally, we have a colorful palette. And she was sneaky because she did the pink packaging and I was like, oh my gosh, like I was getting DMs and people were like, oh my god, not another pink palette. And I'm like, I feel like she's gonna be sneaky and she's doing the pink packaging just to throw us off, and she kind of did. I did swatch this palette, so I'll be throwing up close-ups while I'm talking about it. I will say it's a half neutral, half colorful palette, and I was trying to think of like what type of look I want to do with this. I know there's a lot of videos with this palette up already, so I was trying not to watch any of them just so that I wouldn't do like a similar look, but I think a lot of people are really gravitating towards the purples and the blues. You guys know I love green, so I'm so tempted to use this green shade, but we'll see what I end up coming up with. I really like this packaging. It's very similar to last year's packaging. I like the fun pink color. This is a sticker, and I know sometimes people criticize this packaging because it's not as luxe as the black lacquer, but honestly, I would take crappy packaging or like less luxe packaging for a lower price, because at the end of the day, yes, the lacquer packaging is lovely, but it's really heavy, and I mean it looks really nice on a shelf, but other than that, what really is it adding to your life? So I love this fun, vibrant packaging she does. It's very much true to Pat McGrath's style. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say. On the back here, it does say the total weight is 22.7 grams or a net weight of 0.80 ounces, made in Italy, which we love, and this has a 18-month shelf life. So love that for us. I feel like I've gone on and on. I've waited long enough. Let's go ahead and put this palette on my eyeballs. Okay, so I feel like this wouldn't be a KarenHarris video if I don't play with the green shade. So I'm just gonna go right into it. I'm just grabbing a Sigma brush. This is a E25 Classic Sigma, and I'm just gonna start blending this shade into the crease. I really do like Pat McGrath's matte formula. I know that it's expensive, but it's opaque, it blends. There are other formulas that do that too, but I just feel like compared to like Gucci and stuff, or Dior, for instance, you're not getting this level of pigmentation with other luxury brands, in my humble opinion. And I like a pigmented eyeshadow. I'm not one for like the, what is it called, like the subtle like wash of color on the lid. I want like wham bam pigment. So this is the kind of luxury makeup that I'm into. Okay, I love the shade of green. Next, I'm gonna go into this navy blue shade right here to deepen up the outer corner. I'm just gonna layer a little bit of that on here. Do you guys see the subtle difference when I put the navy on top? This is a pretty pigmented formula, so make sure you're dusting off your brush, because if you don't, I think you'll have a lot of fallout. So I think that's going to be it for the crease. And now let's move on to the exciting part, which is the lid. So I see some options. I'm going to start off with this metallic blue shade. I'm just going to pick that up on a brush. Let's see. I feel like I really have to coat the brush with that shade. Oh, that looks so cool with the green. It's kind of making the blue a little less light blue and more like a interesting blue. Ooh, love that. Okay, I really want to use this like lilac shade. It has like a blue flip to it, so I'm just going to tuck that in the inner corner. I did leave a little bit of room there, so I'm just throwing that on. Okay, I like how this is looking. Just blend that together a little bit, and then I just want to blend the brow bone out a little bit. So let me just grab a clean brush, and I'm gonna go into this like little champagne shade right here, and I'm just gonna tuck that into the brow bone. I really need to get my brows done again. They have grown back with a vengeance. They're like, are you gonna get me threaded or what? So I did go ahead and put a little bit of highlighter just to amp it up, and then I'm just gonna take a little bit of my setting powder, and I'm just gonna blend this part of the eyeshadow primer out so that it doesn't look like there's like white lines everywhere, and just over here as well. Oh, there is some fallout under my eyes, so I need to dust that off. But yeah, overall this is the look. So let's go ahead and do the lower lash line really quick. Okay, so I'm gonna use my little Pat McGrath eye pencil. This used to be like my favorite eyeliner, and now it's like okay. Even though I was dusting my brush off, that green shadow gave me a lot of fallout, just so you guys know, so be warned. But I kind of want to do a different color in the lower lash line just to try out some more colors. So I think I'm gonna like do maybe like the purple or the red shadow, and a little bit of the pink too. So I'm just gonna grab a small pencil brush. Let's start off with this light pink shade, and I'm just gonna place that on the lower lash line and just kind of tap it because I want it to be really pigmented. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna do the purple shade actually. And I'm just gonna tap that on the outer corner and kind of bring it inward. Now, my comfort zone would have just gone with the greens and the blues just to match the lids, but I wanted to try these shades out, so I personally prefer when they match, but I wanted to try something new. I'm happy I did. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Just blending this a little bit here. Okay, so I cleaned off the brush on my Sigma Switch, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of inner corner. So I'm gonna grab the shade, the lilac-y shade, and I'm just gonna plop that right on the inner corner just to give it some brightness. I think that is it. Now, I do have something else I want to try. In this video, I'm going to try out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautifying Face Palette. So this has 4 different like shades, so they all look pretty shimmery. Oops. We have 2 blushes and then I think like 2, this would be like a highlighter and this is like a blush highlighter thing. So we have a soft blush, a super glow, we have a super blush and a multi-glow. Super blush, multi-glow? Is that how that works? I don't know. Listen, I'm just gonna wing it. I don't have any bronzer on, so let me throw on some bronzer and I'll be right back to try out the Charlotte Tilbury product. Okay, so to stick with the Charlotte Tilbury face products, I did go ahead and use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in the shade Tan. And now let's go ahead and play with this. I'm so excited. I want to try all the blushes. Let's swatch. I don't want to swatch it. It's so pretty. Ooh, that's so pretty. Listen, I'm about to bully all my friends into getting this. It is so pretty. Okay, so here are the shades. I made like really baby swatches because I'm kind of stingy. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, are you kidding me? Do you see these? They're so pretty. Oh, even the the red shade, it's like a burnt like orangey coral. I'm so excited. Okay. What shade should I put on my face? Okay, let's use the coral shade. Why not? This is a Sigma F35 tapered highlight. I'm gonna use the like more red shade. I'm just gonna pick it up lightly because I don't want it to be too wild. This is a baked gelée, so you really gotta dig with your brush, but I'm so excited. I remember the last blush palette she did. There were 2 skin tone options, but I still didn't feel like it worked really well with my undertones. So, oh, this is pretty. It's so like soft and diffused. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if this is worth the $75 just yet, but oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm gonna go into this one, which is like the glowy blush. And I'm just gonna stick that kind of on the high points here. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, can't hardly contain myself. Okay, I'm gonna use a Sigma highlighter brush. I'm just gonna pick up this shade, give it a little dusting. Ooh. Do you see that? Listen, if you're my skin tone and you've been waiting for Charlotte Tilbury to make a product that really goes with your skin tone, I think she finally did it. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I always try to mention I really enjoy Charlotte Tilbury, but her products don't always flatter my skin tone. So I feel like we finally have a face palette that just works. And so this might be my favorite thing from the 2 products in this video, but let me go ahead, spray my face, put on some mascara, pick out a lip shade, and I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay friends, so here is the finished look. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun trying these 2 new products out. Just so you guys know, my lip combo is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk with Charlotte Tilbury Island Dream. And then the Give Lip Gloss in the shade, what is this called? All My Love, to just give it a little extra juiciness. So in case you guys want to know what this lip combo is, I'll link my earrings in the description box for you guys in case you're interested. I like to call these my celestial earrings because they totally go with the vibe of this. I just need like a really cool like crown. Anyway, that's enough jokes. Let's talk about the Charlotte Tilbury palette really quick. I'm really excited for this. Like I said, I've had such a hard time with Charlotte Tilbury face products. I always feel like they're just like the wrong undertone XYZ thing. Obviously, this is my first time trying it, so I'm not telling you to run out and go buy this palette because it is pretty pricey. But if you see this at Sephora and you happen to be shopping their sale that's coming up, maybe you want to consider picking this up. But I am very excited. I think that even if you're darker than me, you can definitely build these blushes up. It seems like there is a lot of potential for some beautiful shades, but I love that they're these warm undertones because a lot of the times I feel like her makeup goes gray on me and it just looks kind of weird. Packaging is absolutely stunning, really nice compact. This is even going to be good for travel because it feels really sturdy. So I have this in the medium to deep, and it says it has an 18-month shelf life, and the net weight is 4 times 3.8 grams or 0.13 ounces. And this product is also made in Italy. Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana palette. I think this one has, for me, such exciting matte shades, so I'm really pumped for that. I feel like for so long Pat McGrath fans have been asking for colorful mattes, and we finally have them. So I think it's going to be so fun to pair these with some of the special shadows in the Mothership palettes. I will say I'm not as impressed with the colorful metallics in this palette, but I think we know from previous years that she doesn't put her special shades in these palettes. So that's kind of a bummer because, you know, the whole reason that people are excited for this palette is so we can have colorful mattes. But the reason I wanted colorful mattes is to pair with like the multi-chrome shadows and some of those really flaky special shades she has. Like I have been wanting like a green matte for so long because she has that beautiful chartreuse shade in, I think, Mothership 2 or 3. I can't quite remember, but yeah, these are the colorful shades we've been missing. I hope she continues to do more colorful matte shadows because if I see one more black or brown eyeshadow in a Pat McGrath palette, I might freak out. But you know what? I'm a sucker. I keep buying them every year, and I'll probably keep buying them until she stops making them. So yeah, I really like this look. I definitely could have done it better with some of my indie palettes. I mean, this shimmer blue is just not like, it's all right, but like I could throw on a multi-chrome and like take this to the next level. So that's why I wish that there were more interesting metallics in this palette. But you know what? I wasn't expecting anything extra with this palette. I was just happy for my colorful matte. So to me, this palette was worth it. I would say that if you are balling on a budget, definitely wait for a sale. I know some people, it's like nothing's going to get in the way of you and Pat McGrath, and I totally understand that feeling. If you are a big indie lover, I don't know that this is going to blow you away, but for me, I'm very happy with my purchase. So that's my 2 cents, and I'm sticking to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments, did you pick up this palette? Are you going to wait or are you going to pass on it? You guys know I love chatting to you, and I will see you in a new video very soon. Actually, tomorrow we're going to have a collab video. So yes, tomorrow's Friday. Yes, we're going to have a collab video. So definitely keep an eye out, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye guys.